And I will be reading straight from this so that, it's coming from experts. So what is lipedema? Lipedema is a chronic medical condition characterized by a symmetrical buildup of adipose tissue, which is fat, in the legs and arms. A common but under-recognized disorder. Lipedema may cause pain, swelling, and easy bruising. It may be accompanied by an unusual texture within the fat that can feel like rice, peas, or walnuts beneath the surface of the skin. The intensity of pain may range from none to severe, and its frequency may be constant, come and go, or only occur when the fat is pushed on. Limited public awareness of lipedema, coupled with few research-backed treatments, can lead to exacerbation of symptoms as well as physical and emotional distress. Common symptoms again include fatigue, muscle pain, or easy bruising. Who gets lipedema? So it occurs almost exclusively in females, although there are rare reports of it developing in men. The causes of lipedema are not well understood. It is reported to start or worsen during puberty and other periods of hormonal changes, such as pregnancy and menopause. Research is underway to determine the biological role of hormones, genetics, inflammation, and metabolism in the condition's development. Is it obesity? So a lot of people would look at these images, and with some of these images, you might assume this person is overweight. It's absolutely not the case. And I really, really, really want to stress this because it's frustrating to go to the doctor repeatedly and be told that you need to lose weight when you're reporting serious symptoms that affect you every day. But because they know nothing about lipedema, you're often just palmed off with, well, lose weight and see how that improves. It's very, very difficult with lipedema to even lose weight in the first place, but the lipedema fat is not affected by diet or exercise. That lipedema fat is diseased, disordered fat that will stay there regardless of how much weight you lose. Now, obviously, some people can agree or disagree with this, but from what I've seen in people I've spoken to, even with things like bariatric surgery, that lipedema fat is still staying when other fat from the body can indeed, be lost. So is it obesity? No, it is not. Obese fat occurs throughout the body. In lipedema, the fat occurs in the limbs, sparing the hands and feet, which means the hands and feet are usually smaller. People with early stage lipedema do not typically have diabetes, high cholesterol, or high blood pressure. And this also goes from what I learned at the Lipedema Global Awareness Conference the other day. From the research and data that was shown, people with lipedema are not likely to have diabetes regardless of the stage that they're in. So that, I think, is very telling. So no, it isn't obesity. Despite initial medical reports from more than 75 years ago, so it was first actually described in medical journals in 1940, there are no definitive diagnostic tests for lipedema. It's often misdiagnosed as obesity or lymphedema, Derkham's disease, or chronic venous insufficiency. Underlying lipedema may also be present in patients with these conditions. So it's very complicated, very confusing. How I got diagnosed was simply just because of all of the symptoms that I identified with. There were just too many that I was ticking, basically, and the appearance of my legs. The lymphedema nurse was able to say, yes, you've definitely got lipedema, and she could tell me what stage as well. Quality of life. This is really important. Alongside the physical pain symptoms, lipedema can impact an individual's mental health and quality of life, leading to the lack of energy, feelings of hopelessness, low self-esteem, or eating disorders. Affected individuals are encouraged to speak with their healthcare provider about their mental health. Support groups where patients can share their experiences may be found on social media. So to find these groups, go to Facebook and search for lipedema. Lipedema comes in all shapes and sizes, and there are some people refer to it as having 3 stages and some people say 4, but this again is just a picture demonstrating what lipedema can look like. So that was from the Lipoedema Foundation.